Good morning, everybody. How are you? It's a beautiful morning here in Italy. And what we're going to do this morning is, why doesn't he want me? Okay, so maybe you just can't work out in your mind why he doesn't want you. Maybe, you thought you had something really special and you had really special moments, or you felt there was a really deep connection and he's just not reaching out, or he's just not coming forward. And you just really, really want to know what it is. Is it you? Is it external circumstances? Is it something you did or said? Is it his ego? Or is he just doesn't value you? He just doesn't see the value in you. So let's try and find out what's going on here. So pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Okay, so let's go to pile 1. So this is for everyone that chose pile 1, and this is, why doesn't he want me? Why doesn't he want you? What are the circumstances behind it? Is it just you're not ticking his boxes? Has he found someone else? Is it sexual? Is it external? Does he feel he's got other commitments? Is he ashamed of his actions? What is it? Because it can be many things. So let's have a look at this, and I'm really excited to do this for you. Gosh, you seem to have a lot of cards here. So we've got the 10 of Swords. We've got the King of Wands. Let's pop that up here a little bit so you can see it. Okay, we've got Narcissist. We've got the Fairy Circle. We've got Body. Oh God, I can see a story. We've got Confusion and Competition, and we've got Upset. So let's have a look. Let me pull these a little bit over here. So why doesn't he want you? Why doesn't he want you? Well, what I can see straight away, there was a very dramatic ending between you two. This is kind of like overkill type of card. Maybe the situation got really out of hand, okay, and maybe things were said and done that were very, very exaggerated on your part or their part. It's like you can kill a person with one sword in the back, but this is 10 swords in the back, okay? So this is one of the reasons why he doesn't want you, okay, is because of this situation. And we'll find out a little bit more about whether it was your actions or his actions. The other, for some of you, is that there were external circumstances that came along, okay, which caused this separation and maybe caused a problem between you. So it could be something big like, COVID, a lot of relationships split up there, where it puts a lot of pressure on the relationship, especially if it's new. Very much like Christmas. A lot of people split up at Christmas because commitment and emotions run high at Christmas, and those people that feel like they're not really committed in the relationship often split up at Christmas. And I feel like a lot of people broke up during COVID because, it's generally the men we were hearing about, they just weren't really committed in the relationship, and to put the protection or the investment or, caring about you at this time. So as I said, either you had a one almighty altercation, or external circumstances came in and pushed your relationship apart. So what I see here is nothing bad about you, actually, because what I see here is they find you very, very physically beautiful. Very physically beautiful. We'll go a little bit further on to this reading and see if this relates to other women, okay, or other people. We can change up the gender. Okay, so what I do see here, though, is that the reason why he doesn't want you could be very much down to his personality type. He could be a player, a Casanova type. This is the King of Wands, which is a fire energy. It's all about excitement. It's all about coming in fast. The flame ignites, the flame dies, and he goes on and does this with somebody else, you know, just very sort of flighty, flitting around and just wanting to enjoy themselves. Especially when I see this naked woman, you know, I drew this card of a naked person. It just makes me feel like maybe he does this a lot, you know, goes into a relationship, hot, fiery passion, and then just sort of kills the relationship dead unnecessarily and, you know, with a very dramatic ending. And to really emphasize this personality type, we have the narcissist card. Now, it depends what level of narcissist they are. Sometimes it can be just they do things for themselves, for their own pleasure. They put their own needs first. They're not thinking about your needs, your wants, your desires. This can also sort of translate in the bedroom if you got that far. You know, they put their satisfaction and their enjoyment first. I can't help but think sometimes that these type of men as well, they sort of follow a pornography route in the bedroom. They're not very adventurous, you know, they're not very creative in their mind, although this is a creative person, you know, it's that sort of energy. I'll get my needs met, I'll get my sensuality met through pornography type sex as well. Just have to mention that. So if it's a very severe narcissism trait, it could be that, you know, they have a pattern of going into relationships and coming out of relationships. And I never knew anything about narcissists. I've just been reading about it in the last 3 months, and it's a really, really interesting subject. It does feel to me that true narcissism is like a dark energy possession, because all narcissists do the same things, they all think the same way, they all speak the same way, and they all carry out the same actions. So it's a fascinating subject. But if it is a narcissist, you never really stood a chance, okay? Because what they do, they love bomb. You can look it up. They love bomb you, make you feel like a princess. Then they devalue you over a period of time, or very quickly. They make you feel bad, you know, they reject you, and then they literally discard you, usually with just walking away coldly. So it could have been that type of relationship. But there's a little sort of ray of hope up here, okay? And let's have a look at this. I feel like this person had a lot of confusion in their life. They maybe were a very jealous person as well, all right? And it maybe there was a lot of people involved. I don't know, family or sort of family on their side, or work colleagues, or friends, or if they're just, how can I explain it? I just feel like they had a lot of people involved in their life that was causing confusion, or causes confusion in their life. A lot of things to manage, maybe a lot of things to juggle. Maybe they have a lot of conflict with a lot of other people as well. You know, small conflicts, big conflicts, that sort of thing. Or they know a lot of people, and they just couldn't focus on your connection. They get distracted very easily. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? But this is a card of a lot of people sort of play fighting. So it can be like there's a lot of dynamics. I know someone that knows like everybody, you know, and constantly on the phone with this friend, that friend, the next friend, this person, sorting this out, sorting that out, you know, dealing with this, dealing with that sort of thing. They could just have that life dynamic where they were never truly going to invest. But I do feel like maybe they were jealous of you, of your connection, and now that you're separated, they feel very sad about it, okay? Let me just check on the time here. What a great subject. I'm really enjoying this, actually. They feel really sad about it. I feel, because this can be a jealousy card as well. Remember I said there's a lot of people, but it can mean a lot of jealousy. Like they feel like maybe you would have a lot of interest, or you did have a lot of people interested in you, or they saw you as a person that would have a lot of male interest, and it was too much competition for them, and they just didn't want to go down that path, and maybe they felt very insecure, especially with the narcissist cards, because narcissists can feel very, very insecure very, very quickly. And they had beautiful moments with you. There's no two ways about it. They felt that special connection with you 100%. But can you see, they felt the special connection that upset, and right in the middle is all this chaos and confusion here. Chaos, confusion, people, jealousy, insecurity, or a lot of activity with lots of other people. I'm not feeling other women at the moment, okay? What it's trying to tell me is that, I think I'm sort of repeating myself a bit here. Some people have a lot going on in their life, okay? They're here, there, and everywhere, and they've always lived like that, and they're always going to live like that. And they go into relationships, but they don't have the focus. You know, they never go in like truly trying to focus on this on you. And also they could have a lot of conflict with other people. I am repeating myself. So they could have minor conflicts in the family, they could have extended family, they could have work colleagues, they could have work dynamics where there's, you know, continuous situations. They could have extended friendship groups where there's continuous situations as well. Okay, so I feel overall that this person, the reason that they don't want you is all about their own personality traits. It's not about you. They find you extremely beautiful, okay? And you did actually pick the touch card, which goes beautifully with this. They find you beautiful, okay, and very attractive. And at the moment, this is all I can see at the moment. And it's more about their life, their personality traits, the way that they approach relationships, the way that they enter and leave connections, okay? It's very much a player energy. It's very much someone who is not grounded and is not steady. So it's not really about you. There's nothing about, well, you did this, you did that, you did the next thing, okay? And they are very upset at the moment. And all I see, I don't know if this card was there before, I see chaos in their life, right? Chaos and confusion. You know that person that doesn't even have 5 minutes to take time out? It's that sort of thing. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I will be doing an extended on this. It's such a fascinating subject, but I hope that gave you some insight into why they're not coming forward, you know, or they're not making any attempt, and you've been waiting around and you just don't understand that. Okay, so I really enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoyed that as well. Thank you. Hello everybody, how are you? So, this is for everyone that picked pile 2. So the question is, why don't they want you, you know? Why are they not stepping forward? You know, maybe you've had this really deep connection and you just can't even believe it, you know? That they maybe blocked you, ghosted you, don't want anything to do with it, and you really, really don't understand it. So let's have a look and see what happened there. So, oh my goodness, proposal, shooting star, crazy, death card, wow, 3 of Pentacles, just judgment, oh my God, what's been going on here, backstabber, above the death card, wow. Oh my God, 2 of Cups, this is crazy. And the 10 of Wands. This is crazy, guys, this is crazy. I'm really glad I asked this question, it's a really fascinating question. So why don't they want you? So let's have a look at this. Now, obviously with the proposal card, some of you could have been at that point of a proposal, and that puts a lot of pressure on a relationship anyway, because people start projecting into the future, you know, and really questioning whether this person that they're with is someone that they want long term, even after they've made the proposal. I feel like for a lot of you, they may be getting up to this level where they wanted to put a ring on it, or they saw a future commitment with you, and this put pressure on the relationship. Because even if you weren't aware of it, because we've got the Three of Pentacles above, and the Three of Pentacles is really about when people admire other people's skills. All right, it's like, oh, I really admire this person, they have this, or you know, they can do this and they can do that. So it's that sort of energy, but it's also about valuing the person that you're with as well, and it's positive. All right, so this person was like really, obviously really into you in a really, really big way. Okay. Also, I'm feeling with this, when they were maybe thinking about, oh my God, I could marry this person, you know, and some of you, you know, you might have felt it was heading that way. You know, I know for me, I really had, anyway, it's not about me, but I really sort of could see a future, you know. Anyway, it also sort of dovetails into finance as well. Okay, so this is maybe this person started to think about their career. I think they started to think about where they were going to live, or where you guys were going to live, and what the future would actually look like. And I feel like they started to feel really overburdened by this. They almost overburdened themselves, I feel, with thinking about, you know, if I was with this person, you know, where would we live? What would we do? Not what would we do? You know, how would we go about it? You know, what would our life look like? And stuff like that. So I feel like this person with a shooting star, which is absolutely glorious and beautiful, and it really shows that how wonderful your connection really was. You know, there was something really unique and very, very special about this connection. I feel with this shooting star, it was about timing, divine timing. And it's really interesting that we've got the Death card right next to the shooting star. And I feel like the divine timing has come in and halted or killed, let's say, killed this connection. Now, I know that sounds a bit weird, but I feel for a lot of you, and I know this is really hard, the timing's not now. Now, I almost get a feeling for some of you, like it could be a couple of years down the line, and I know that's really, really, really hard, but the timing, for whatever reason, is not now. And above that, we've got the backstabber above the Death card. I mean, you couldn't make it up, could you? So what I feel with you guys, your relationship died, and I don't want to like give a cop-out sort of reason here, but I almost feel like it died because it had to, and like the universe brought in a situation that killed the relationship because it had to. And I also sort of feeling for some of you is that during this death scenario of your connection, you saw the other side of this person, all right? That you maybe saw their less unpleasant side, which you hadn't seen before, and you really, really needed to see that. It was really, really important that you saw that before you went down this route, okay? Because I feel like a lot of you could have just fallen in and said, yes, let's go ahead, you know, let's get married, let's be committed, and then you hadn't seen the other side of this person, this backstabbing energy. For some of you, it could have even been a third party that came in and destroyed your relationship. And I know it sounds weird, but I almost do feel like it was almost like divine timing. All right, and it does sound like a cop-out, and, you know, it would be a much longer video to sort of talk about that. You know, sometimes we pull a third party in because we're not secure in the relationship, so we manifest a third party. Okay, it's our insecurity draws third party situations in. When we're secure in a relationship, it doesn't happen. But let's do it from his perspective. So I feel he was overburdened. I feel he was really into you. And right in the middle of this deck, which is really interesting, is the Judgment card. I'm not sure. I feel like this person had or was worried you were going to find out who they really were, okay, or they were going to face some judgment. Yeah, look, because you've got the Two of Cups above. They were in love with you, okay? They were in love with you, and I feel like they feared their past catching up with them. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Their past catching up with them. So all around here, if we looked at it like a wheel, we've got backstabber, we've got death, we've got shooting star, we've got proposal, we've got sort of cooperation, finances, overburden, and love. Oh my goodness. Do you know what I mean? But right in the middle is judgment. Judgment of my backstabbing or my third party. You know, I'd rather kill this relationship than face the judgment. I would love to propose to this person. I feel like we can work really well together. We could have a future together. But I just feel so overburdened by the fear of the judgment. I'm in love with this person, but I'm fearing the judgment. I feel like I need to put another card here. Let's see how we're doing for time here. Okay, so we're going to have to stop soon. Okay, can you give me another card to complete the wheel, please? It's really fascinating, guys. Really, really fascinating. I never knew it would be so interesting. Oh, let's see what completes the wheel. The Hermit. I'd rather pull away and hide myself, even though I'm in love with this person, because it's all about the judgment. Okay, this person's maybe got skeletons in the closet. Oh my God, skeletons. You know, a past that they feel ashamed about, you know, and it couldn't sustain itself while this person had this going on. So again, like my other reading, this is nothing to do with you, that you're not good enough, or your body's not good enough, or the sex wasn't good enough, or you didn't have enough money, or your home wasn't good enough, or you just didn't light them up. No, quite the opposite. They were totally in love with you, right? And they saw a future with you. Absolutely. This is about their baggage, their poop, all right? Their bad stuff. This is what it's about. It's about their life creeping up on them when they've met this diamond. Wow, stunned by these cards, stunned by these cards. It was an absolute pleasure to do that. I will do an extended. I wasn't intending to. So if you want to know more about, you know, why they don't want you, you know, let's find out about that. So yeah, nothing to do with you guys, you know, all to do with their garbage. Okay. So let's go on to pile 3. So this is for everyone that chose pile 3, and this is to find out, you know, why don't they want you? Why are they not coming forward? You know, you've done everything right. You felt like you had a really special connection, and it's still not, you know, working out. And you're laying in bed and you just don't understand. So let's have a look here. So we've got the 6 of Swords. Oh, nice. We've got the 7 of Pentacles. Oh, my card's smudged. We've got the 4 of Cups. We've got the tree. Look, you've got 2 trees there. How beautiful is that? We've got the wish fulfillment. Oh my God. We've got commitment. Oh, you've got extra cards here. All right. This is really, really, really interesting, guys. I mean, really interesting. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles. Do you know what I'm seeing here? It's not that this person doesn't want you. This person wants you, okay? And if you've been waiting a long time, then, you know, this is all part of it. So, you know, you could be jumping the gun. You know, you could be waiting 6 months, and you could be jumping the gun here. So what I see here is that there's been obviously something quite choppy, some sort of problems between you. I see water and distance and travel, or in different locations here. But what I see is the desire to put something firm down with you. For some of you, this person could already have responsibilities with a wife and child. Okay, but right above it, I see that there's commitment here. It's really interesting. This person wasn't ready for commitment when they were with you. Okay, they were like, no, no, I'm not the sort of person that commits. Lo and behold, they found themselves wanting to commit to you. All right, this is a commitment card. I also see that whatever's going on in the background here is a lot to do with traditions, belief structures, the way things that are done here. This person could come from a different culture from you, or just they have to do things in a certain way because society is looking at them. All right, so causing a delay, and they're very rooted in their life. But what I see here is that they wanted a future with you with these cards here. I mean, I've not seen this combo before. Look at that. A tree, roots in the ground, bushes spreading out with abundance. Roots in the ground, the branches spreading out with abundance, and then wish fulfillment. Here, this person is really into you in a big way, and they see you as a permanent fixture in their life. I wasn't expecting this, guys. I was seeing, I was thinking, why don't they want you? Now, if I was being coming in at a different angle, I would say, for some of you, they've already got a commitment, okay, with a wife and child maybe, or an ex with children, where they've got to do the right thing. They're holding a lot of responsibility. They could be that they weren't ready for commitment, but they saw the potential with you, and they really, really didn't know. Not that they didn't want it. I think that maybe they were surprised that they wanted it, okay? And yes, shocked that this had come along at this point, and maybe they weren't ready. Because this card is about timing, all right? This is about waiting and timing. And this is the Knight of Pentacles is about waiting and timing and planning for the future. So I feel like maybe you came along and they were sort of like, oh, I hadn't planned for this, I hadn't scheduled for this, I hadn't expected this, I wasn't ready for this, I'm not ready for commitment, I've got responsibilities here, okay, I've got responsibilities in society and in my work, but hell, this woman is is becoming a permanent fixture in my life, and I'm not sure, not that I don't want her, okay, but am I ready? Is the timing right just now? So here we've got the Wheel of Fortune, which again is about timing. It's almost like a clock. Okay, oh my God, this is such an amazing reading, the information. It's like a clock. This is about timing. This person doesn't not want you, okay? It's about the timing for them. It's waiting for the timing to be right. I'm surprised I don't have the shooting star here. What I see here is something very solid, actually, surprisingly. You might be surprised. This is quite solid. This is solid. This is solid. This is solid. So I see a lot of foundation here in your connection. Like I said, I just feel like a lot of you might be surprised by that. I see a lot of foundation here, and it's all about the timing. The clock hasn't got to the right bit on the clock. The clock hasn't struck 12 yet. Okay, and I know it might just seem like an age for it to strike 12, but it hasn't. So this is nothing to do with you. It's wrong time, wrong place, wrong time. Okay, right person, you, right woman or right person, switch up the gender, wrong time, wrong package. Wrong package, but wow, what a package. This is serious. There's some very serious emotions going on here. Oh, they've just fallen out. I just need to... Right, I've got like 30 seconds. Oh my God, guys, I don't want to do this for you, but it's like 30 seconds here. There's a whole other story going on here. Heartache, third-party situation here, okay, and a desire for a reset. I'm going to have to leave it there, guys. I don't like doing that, but I'm going to do an extended. Please jump onto the extended, and thank you so much. And it's ciao from Italy. Ciao, ciao.